What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. We are inching closer to the NFL draft, less than a week away. So I wanted to go over some of my favorite day 3 options for the New York Jets and see if we can find some hidden gems. Speaking of the NFL draft, I am running a draft contest. Do you know what the New York Jets are going to do in the NFL draft? Well, prove it. Sign up over on People Guess. I'll link it down below in the description. We have a good bunch of people signed up already. It's really easy. You just answer the 9 questions and you are in. I did it. Ryan will do it. Green Bean will do it. And we'll be talking about it throughout the NFL draft during our coverage. So if you want to play along with us, sign up, enter your guesses over on People Guess. All right, let's go through the New York Jets options in day 3, at least some of my favorite day 3 guys. We will start with Jamari Caldwell, interior defensive lineman out of Oregon, 6'2", 332 pounds. He is a run-stopping interior player. Something that I like about him is he gets off his blocks well, and he moves laterally pretty well too for someone at that size. And I think that is what will translate at the next level, which will make him an early down interior player. Is he someone who's going to be a 3-down play, 70% of snaps, give you 5+ sacks on a season, as well as good run defense? No, if that was the case, he likely would be going significantly earlier. But if you're trying to find someone who can come in on 1st and 2nd down and be productive for you next to Quinnen Williams and help you in the run game, Jamari Caldwell fits that bill. Again, he's limited as a pass rusher. Don't expect him to rack up sacks, but if you want someone who can be a contributor, again, not a star, but a contributor in round 4, I think this is your guy. The Jets, unfortunately, over the last few years, haven't drafted well on day 3. There's a lot of guys who, they've taken that just really haven't panned out. Now, maybe a good example of someone that they got who has become a really good player, Michael Carter, the slot corner. That's a great day 3 story for the New York Jets. Finding Bryce Huff, great not even day 3, UDFA story for the New York Jets. Jamari Caldwell, I think, is someone who can be a day 3 selection that you can get something out of. Sticking on the line, just on the offensive side, how about Miles Frasier, the guard out of LSU? 6'6", 317 pounds. He played both right and left guard for LSU. He's allowed just 4 sacks in the last 3 years, and he went his final 20 games without allowing a single sack. So really ended strong. Someone who I think got better year over year over year, which is something you like to see. Now, he's really solid in pass protection, but I think he needs work as a run blocker, and this is okay because it's not a guy who you're expecting to start on day 1. Obviously, you have AVT and John Simpson, who are the projected guards for this year, but both of those players are in the final year of their deal. So if you're looking to get someone who you can maybe develop for a year and sit behind those guys, if one of them leaves, well, then you have someone who maybe you could plug in and play as like a 4th, 5th round option for you in this year's draft class. Ideally, you retain both AVT and John Simpson, and then Miles Frasier is just depth for you. But if for whatever reason you're not able to sign both of those guys, you have a guy who played in the SEC, played at both left guard and right guard, did play a little bit of tackle too, but he's going to be a guard at the next level. I would absolutely take a swing on him if he's available. This next one's not sexy in the least, but it's just a player that I love watching. It's Jackson Hawes, tight end out of Georgia Tech, 6'4", 253-pound blocking tight end. If you're expecting a pass catcher, not your guy, but he is devastating as a drive blocker. Projects as like a tight end 2 or 3 that'll just clear out massive lanes for you in the run game. The Jets, I think, will really put an emphasis on improving their run game this year. They have 4/5 of the line figured out. Yes, they need to find a right tackle still. That much is obvious, but assuming they do and then add to the tight end room, they're going to be a run-heavy team this year. Jackson Hawes would absolutely help. And, unfortunately, what we've seen from Jeremy Ruckert in his first 3 years hasn't really been to the standard we were hoping for. And especially as, a blocker, he regressed this past year. So if you want to give yourself some insurance at that position and not be relying on a bounce back season in year 4 from a player, then Jackson Hawes will do that for you. I stole this one from Green Bean, but after hearing him talk about Nick Nash, I have dove in to the tape and I like what I see. Wide receiver out of San Jose State, 6'2", 203, not crazy fast, right? Just 4.57 speed, but he was incredibly productive, albeit at a small school, but it was incredibly productive, just under a tick under 1,400 yards, had 16 receiving touchdowns. Something that I like is he kind of uses his body to his advantage over the middle of the field. And I think he has wide receiver 3 upside. I really do. Now, is there a chance that these guys don't hit? Of course, there's a chance with that, with the second overall pick. We just saw that with Zach Wilson, unfortunately. But I do think there's upside to his game. He's a little bit older. He's been in college football for a really, really long time. But someone who's progressively gotten better year over year and was really productive at the collegiate level. I think there's some upside with him. And last but certainly not least, at the safety position, Jonas Sanker, the safety out of Virginia, is a day 3 guy that I really like a lot. Could have put RJ Mickens here, but for full transparency, as fun of a story as RJ Mickens would be, I prefer Jonas Sanker. 6 foot, 206 pounds, has really good speed for a safety, and his strength is coming down to the line of scrimmage and making plays in the run game. Not all that great in coverage. If he was, he'd be going a lot higher than round 4 or 5. But they have Andre Sisco and Tony Adams on this roster who are more free safety, so they need that prototypical strong safety who can make plays in the run game, and that's what I think Jonas Sanker is. I really like that he has a low missed tackle rate for his career, which is something that matters to me. When I've been watching, defensive backs, in particular the safeties, I've been liking to check out, all right, who of this crop is a good tackler, because I think that was a big issue for this defense a year ago. They missed way too many tackles in the second and third level on their defense, and this is not likely to be an issue for Jonas Sanker because I would classify that as one of his strengths as a player. So those are my 5 guys that I'm really looking for the New York Jets on day 3. There's a ton of guys, right? Because it's a bunch of rounds 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 4 rounds on the 3rd day of the NFL draft. So you let me know who some of your guys are that you would like to see the Jets target on day 3 in the comments down below. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.